Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, who came to us in the persons of Master Fard Muhammad. And I bear witness that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is indeed thine exalted Christ. And I furthermore indeed bear witness that the national representative of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. In these names I greet you in the nation greeted words of peace. We say it in the Arabic language of Assalamu alaikum. All praises due to Allah. On behalf of Brother Albert Muhammad and the Let Us Make Man family, as always, family, we thank you for your continuous support. We thank you for taking the time to read our videos, support our cause. We thank you for reading our posts. At times, we know it could be lengthy. As always, family, we do our best to not take too much of your time. After coming from mosque meeting today, it's clear that I have to make this particular video, this session. The subject is Donald Trump, the death of America. Donald Trump, death of America. With that being said, family, where I'm getting at in this particular subject is simple and plain. Within the last 72 hours, we were made aware that the sitting president, or the current president, Donald Trump, decided to detain Muslims from 7 different countries, proclaiming these people to be a threat to America's security, etc., etc., etc. Then had the audacity to take a photo showing the decree with his signature on it. This is what America has awarded herself with, right? Now, I want you to understand something, family. These people that were detained, these are people who have lived in this country for a number of years, people who have businesses, people who have families, people who decide to take a trip like any other individual to go see their family and come home or come back to America where they have set up home. But these people are being detained. These are just common people. But America and her injustices continuously prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that she's incompetent and unable to serve justice equally across the board. On top of that, the Congress, along with lawmakers, have the audacity to try and pass laws saying that it is forbidden, listen to this, it is forbidden for you to voice your opinions, especially if it's negative, towards Trump and his family. And if you do so, you may be liable or brought up on charges such as threats or things that may be detrimental to the Trump family. Look at these crackers. Just listen to these crackers. For 8 years, they dehumanized, to the best of their ability, the Obama family. Disrespect the entire family, the wife, the children, the husband, who was the president. Show no remorse. You had Catholic priests going live talking about what they wanted to do, how they wanted to kill the president when it was Obama. But them crackers ain't say nothing. Then they got the audacity to tell you if you say anything negative towards the Trump family, then you may be brought up on charges. Then bring the charges. Because Trump is a coward. He's always been a coward. He's always been a coward. But what happens is he has become such a great manipulator and such a schemer. This is how he's been able to run the filthy businesses that he's been running all his life. There's nothing good that's coming out of this. This is indeed the death of America through Donald Trump. This is ordained. Babylon has fallen, and she has become a habitation of devils. At the end of the day, you can rest assured that what's going around must come around. So America has to face up to her own injustices, to take and hold these people and detain these people for no apparent reason other than suspiciousness or some sort of investigation that's been going on over the years. Now they decide that they want to carry these injustices out under the new president, under the so-called new regime, the wickedest government on the planet, talking about how Muslims have killed this one. There's no religion on this planet outside Christianity that has killed millions of people, killed nations, and nobody's done nothing. 100 million Africans were slaughtered through the slave trade, right? Under Christianity, which many of us know it to be Christ insanity, because it's crazy as hell to believe that Jesus taught such a thing. And many of our people still buy into it. And all those Negroes that campaigned it with Trump, they did all this. They're nowhere to be found now. They're nowhere to be seen. Because they knew that this cracker was going to expose itself to the left side and the worst side. So to detain these people, the simple fact that they are Muslims is totally wrong. And it's unacceptable. You follow me, family? So with that being said, what I'm trying to get at, family, is America is on her deathbed. She will soon face her realities. And all the pain and atrocities that she has brought on many nations in the past is to come to her doorstep. Many of us don't want this kind of talk. Many of us don't want to hear this kind of talk. But this is a reality that we have to face. This is what's going on. So I just wanted to take a few minutes of your time to tell you, family, the people that's being detained throughout America at American Airport now. These people are innocent people who have businesses and families home here in this country. And now you telling them under the laws of the new president, Donald J. Trump, that these people should be detained with no proof at all that they pose a threat to America's security. America poses a threat to her own security. Right? And why haven't you detained some of the Christians that are causing chaos, shooting up schools and things of that nature? Why haven't you detained them? Right? So think about what I'm saying, family. Let's not rejoice in seeing the pain and sorrow of others, because know for a surety God is a just God. And that same pain that you see Donald Trump inflicting on innocent people surely will come to his door. And if he think he gonna go 4 years and nobody's gonna talk about him, he must be insane. He probably get it worse than Obama get, because he should get it worse than Obama got it. Obama took it for 8 years. His family took it for 8 years. They took it like soldiers. No one was threatened with incarceration or being brought up on charges. Trump ain't even been in the office for 1 month. And yet, and all the Congress and all the lawmakers want to come up with laws to bring you up on charges if you somewhat disrespect the Trump family. Nobody give a damn about the Trump family. That's their problem. We're talking about the injustices that America has been serving across the world since her existence in free society. So I just wanted to share those few words with you, family, and just let you know. Believe you me when I tell you this. Those brothers and sisters that you see that's being detained at these airports, think hard on this, because what goes around comes around. America will not continue to be the bully of the planet. Babylon was the bully of the planet, right? Until Allah brought her down. And when her income, it will be from internal, not external. It will be an eternal ear. You seeing American citizens rising all over the country now, protesting white, black, green, yellow, and purple, because they know that this is unjust and it is wrong to single out a group of people, particularly the Muslims. And if you really don't know what Muslims is all about, then you should research. the history of Islam at its purest, not Islam given to you by some ideology of men or man. Check the history at its purity, and you'll find out that in Islam, it's about freedom, justice, and equality. It's not about assassinating people and blowing people up all across the world because fanatics get in control. That is not Islam. Christianity was a religion that was established to bring you into the oneness of Christ, that makes you equal with Christ. But it began to become manipulate. And once they manipulated it and began to teach it in the way that they have been teaching it for the last 460 years to our history, has made nothing but monsters in the Christian faith. Though there are pure brothers and sisters that practice this theology or this ideology, right? But yet, no, you don't see nobody in America bringing Christians up on charge. Every Christian president in the United States should be brought up on charges for the atrocities that the black man and woman has suffered over the years here in the wilderness of North America. This goes to show you how weak and wicked these crackers really is. Right? And how Trump believes in his mind and his soul that now that he's the president, he can do whatever he wants. Signing off laws and all stuff he's doing. And the Congress hasn't said it. Right? So, with that being said, family, think about what I'm saying to you. Donald Trump is indeed the death of America. And for those who have a hard time believing what we said, know for surety the shock of the hour is here. And as I stated in the recent video that just was done in the shock of the hour, delivered by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in 1989. If you had not gotten the opportunity to look at that video, log into NOI.org or go to Google and Google the shock of the hour by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Follow me? And you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Wa alaikum salam, Brother Michael Neal. But you will see exactly what I'm talking about. America days is over. It's done. And all the trauma and the atrocities she brought to other nations is at her door. You see, you haven't even realized the military armor that they brought in this country. Behind the back doors, many of you don't even realize it. But they're prepared for a coup. The coup is to take over. Your freedom is free no more. It's gone. It's not just Donald Trump. It's all them crackers in there. Right? So now that President Obama is no longer in the office, now that Donald Trump is in the office, they got the audacity to say, if you talk about Trump or the Trump family, you might be brought up on the charges. Well, bring the charges. Because number one, his wife is not even an American citizen. Number two, she barely speaks English. Number three, she shows no signs of no interest of being the first lady at all. Number four, she looks like she's being used. She looks like a puppet. So how in the hell can you attack immigrants and your wife is an immigrant? Right? How in the hell can you attack Mexico in the way that you're trying to attack Mexico? See, it's bigger than what we know. The onslaught against Mexico is bigger than what we know. They're not going after Mexico for no reason. This government never go after a country unless it's profitable for them in such a way. So I appeal to the Mexican people and the Mexican president. Stand strong. Stand strong. God is beneficent. He will destroy the Trump regime and all the wickedness that America has brought towards the world. Stand strong. Fear no God but Allah. Fear no God but the God that you represent. Bow down to the one and true and living God that you believe in. We're all going to leave this planet. Go out in a blaze. Fight for what you know is true. Fight for the rights of your next generation. Don't be punked by Trump and his administration. All the billionaires that he hired or signed on to his regime, none of them has experience in the fields that they were signed on to. None of them. They all are naive and ignorant to what they're supposed to be doing. But it's not about that. It's about seizing every aspect or assets that they can seize to control the world. That's what this is about. But when they plan, knowing for sure that Allah is the best of planners. You follow me? So with that being said, I want to thank you, family, for always giving your little brother an opportunity to share a few words of wisdom. But Trump indeed is the death of America. America will not be the same as we have always known her to be. So black man and black woman, you better prepare your escape. You better prepare your family. Don't take this lightly. Don't take none of the information that the Nation of Islam is providing to you lightly. Don't be one of those who are like the people of Lot. Right? When they were warned and they refused to accept the warning. And then when God brought the just down on them, even his wife turned into a pillar of salt because she was a disbeliever. They didn't believe that the wrath of God was coming. We're telling you that the wrath of Almighty God Allah is coming and is here. And when you start seeing it and it's at its highest peak, you'll understand. By that time, it may be far too late to escape the wrath that's going through. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has made friends for Black America in America. We do have places to go to escape these atrocities. Many countries love the Nation of Islam and the work of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. If you go back and watch the video of the Iranian reporter that interviewed Minister Farrakhan and listen to what he said, or read the latest Final Call news, the previous Final Call newspaper, and read that article. Listen to how the Iranian reporter showed much respect to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam for having the heart that he has, and the Nation of Islam for having the heart that we have to speak truth regardless of the circumstance and not be afraid and not be punked by them crackers like Donald Trump. Yes, I said crackers because that's what it is. Wickedness, deceptive, and deceitfulness. That's exactly what they are. So now they're in power, the whole Republican Party. Do you think any good is coming out of this for black people from them? No, sir. Our only resource, our only option and way out is through the life-giving teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, as taught today by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. You can take it or let it alone. The disciples told to believe the people the same thing when Jesus was speaking, but they rejected it and they lived in hell for eternity. Black people will live in hell in America for eternity unless you come up out of her. Thank you so much for listening, family. I leave you as I came before you in the nation greeted words of peace and paradise. Assalamu alaikum. Enjoy your day.